Hey, this is Janetta, and I thought I'd stand up and say something to you this morning, or is it afternoon? I don't know. This is my dark day. But I thought I would talk to you this morning, but I wanted to see me standing up and let you know that I'm doing good. I don't feel bad. You always check. You know, I am 80, and I can understand you checking because some of us are frail, some of us, but I'm doing great in my homeland. And I can almost say that being here has it has improved my life, period. It just has. And is it because this is what we consider from the West as a fantabulous area? It's so beautiful. They got tall buildings and lovely parks and lush this and just everything's so fine and good. No, it's because it's something in the air. It's just something in the air, and some exciting things are happening, and I'm going to tell you about them so you will understand, okay? And in fact, I'm going to let you know that there are a lot of things I'm going to reveal to you, and when I say reveal, there are things that we have not been told, and to explain them to you. Yeah, I think the people here in Tanzania would appreciate me doing it because I'm going to do it with love and understanding because I love the people here. I love the Tanzanian people. I love them. They are part of me. They are who I am. It's just such a beautiful experience. It is so beautiful. So let's talk about something today. Let's talk about what's happening over here right now. Not in Tanzania particularly, but it's happening on the west side of Africa. Okay? So let me sit back down because I just want to let you know. Okay? So let's get started. All right. First of all, I want to talk to you about the problems they have in Tanzania. I won't say Africa-wide, but from what I understand and where I've been in some other parts of Africa, here in the east and also in Egypt, that I have seen things that make you know that things are just not right. And you wonder why. Because I'm meeting people that are in, scientific minds, business minds. They're into they're so very, very intelligent. And they've been educated, but I meet so many people that don't have a job. And why? There are so many people here that are just very, very sharp. And there's no reason why they haven't been successful. Why? You had to, you just wonder about things. And since I've been wondering, I've been checking it out and trying to find out the truth about so many things. And maybe I can explain that truth in my words. Now, this is me. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm not trying to give you my opinionated idea or ridicule or criticize. Just trying to explain to you what I'm seeing here. Yes, what I'm seeing. I'm seeing beautiful people. I'm seeing people that want the same things we want. I'm not seeing people that can't do because they don't know how or don't know. I'm seeing the people that can't do because they don't have the opportunity. And unfortunately, like us in the United States, and like the people in Costa Rica where I lived, and like the people in Japan or where I've lived, or even the people in Germany, we've had our good leaders and we've had our bad leaders. But the only thing about it is that so many people are interested in the value of Africa until they have put their hands in selecting some of our leadership. And the leadership that seemed like they were going to make them get out and get away where Africa would be under control of just the African people, those leaders have been killed. They have been taken away from us. And when they took them away, just like we in the United States, we African Americans or American Africans in the United States, that we've had a struggle with our life. And when our leaders were taken out, that threw us back for a period of time. And it still has caused us a great effect. So it goes here also. When Patrice Lumumba was killed, that caused a devastating effect here in Africa. And so many of them that were killed or jailed or persecuted. And what has happened that others have seen that want leadership, and they pick them. They pick the leader. They pick the leader. When I say they, I'm talking about the people in the West. I'm not talking about the Chinese. I'm not talking about the Russians. I'm not talking about the Indonesians. I'm not talking about the people from Mexico or Central America. I'm not talking about those that come from North America, but I'm talking about the people in Europe and the United States and Canada. They haven't made the choice of our leaders, and they made the choice of our leaders here in Africa to comply with what they want out of us. And what they wanted out of us and what they want out of us is that our leaders live very rich. I remember one time I saw a video of Africa that was showing this Africa president. He was fat, and the people that he was out there in the crowd was skinny. He had overeaten and they hadn't eaten enough. And this is what you see. They show you these, but they don't tell you why. Do they just have bad leaders? No. Their bad leaders are paid for leaders. And that not only has happened here in Africa, in Tanzania, or in Uganda, or in Niger, or in a country we're going to talk about, Gabon. Recently had a military, they call it coup, overthrow of the elected president that had been in office for 53 years and was planning on putting his son in office after he leaves. And in fact, as the story goes, that his wife that he has, that's a European wife, she was going to put her son in place. He's somebody 80 years old. He's as old as I am. And they know it's inevitable that he's going to die, but he was reelected. He was reelected 53 years, and before him, his father ran the country. And now his son, they had a dynasty. But the West didn't say anything about that. It's a French country. And when I say a French country, I mean they speak French. But they were colonized by France, and France still has them under colonization. How do they have them under colonization, Janetta? They control the wealth of that country. And when I say the wealth of that country, they have 2.8 million people in that country, more or less. And the country has gas, it has oil, it has gold, it has uranium, it has it has everything in that little small country. It has forestry, it has agriculture, it has everything. Why are they poor? You answer that question. Are they poor because they got a whole lot of stupid people in a country that's only 2.8 million people? That many of them have gotten an education and have been educated in France and the United States and in England, and so what? But this is a problem. What is the problem? Do we have 2 million Africans that just don't know enough to enjoy the pleasures of their richness, their wealth, until they're poor, impoverished, and they need aid and help? Each citizen of that country should be living like what I'm going to show you that one of their leaders' children live like, and the things that he has. So I'm going to show you that video. And this is not that it's just typical for this is one incident. No, this is an incident in the majority of the African countries. They make deals. And they make deals like this. If you do this, we'll give you this. But you have to sign this agreement. You have to sign an agreement. You don't have the equipment to mine. You don't have the equipment to do this, to your oil fields. You don't have the equipment to do this. So, well, I'll tell you what, we'll bring in the equipment and we'll take all your raw minerals out of here. We'll bring in the equipment. We got the people that know how. You don't know how. And we'll give you a little bit of something for it. We'll just give you a little bit of something for it. Is that okay with you? Sign this agreement. I tell you what, since we're robbing you, what we will do, we will send you aid back. And not only will we send you aid, we will send people, NGOs, different people that will help educate your people. And in educating your people, then we'll train them to be able to do and acquire some of these things. But you have to agree with me that you'll let us take out your minerals at a reduced price. And then if you're suffering, if you have a problem with eating, then we'll send you some cracker crumbs. We'll send you something to eat on. We won't let you starve to death. We won't let you do that. Because we're going to tell our people in the United States and in Europe that these poor people in Africa, they need some money. They're suffering. They're dying, but we're not telling them about the gold mines, the diamond, the oil, the uranium. We're not telling them about that. We're not going to do that. Are you kidding? It was a shock to me to be walking past diamond mines and gold mines. And then people living right next door to it don't have a toilet, they don't have water, they don't have electricity. They don't have these things. Huh? Yet we're doing them a favor. We're letting them. And then, the thing about it I don't like is this. I'm sending money over here through one of the aid programs for people that should be sending me money. They should be sending me money. I'm upset because I was not only taken over as a slave, but when I was taken out of here, I lost my inheritance. I'm back here to reestablish my inheritance. I am. But let me show you this video and shut my mouth. Okay, so just look at this video and I'll get back to you and we'll talk about it just a little bit. Okay.
I am sure that you have heard of the numerous cases of coups in West Africa in recent years and will share a number of them in 2023 alone. The one that is particularly interesting today is that of Gabon due to the circumstances and motives behind the coup. One of the reasons behind the Gabon coup is the issue of corruption and misuse of public funds for personal use by the political elite led by President Bongo. As a result, today we're delving into the world of Ali Bongo Ondimba, the man who's not only holding the reins of power in Gabon but is also living a life of unimaginable luxury. What makes this story truly fascinating is the stark contrast between his opulent lifestyle and the harsh realities of poverty that persist in this African nation. Therefore, in this video, we'll explore the glitz and glamour, but we'll also take an unfiltered look at the challenges faced by many in Gabon. So buckle up, dear viewers, and let's dive in. The opulent world of Ali Bongo. Ali Bongo Ondimba, the man of the hour, is not your average leader. He inherited not only his father's political position but also a vast array of commercial interests, which he has deftly leveraged to amass an estimated $1 billion in personal wealth. Let's start with the jewels in his glittering crown. Ali Bongo and his family are known for their collection of luxurious assets. Also, he owns a private hotel spanning a whopping 5,400 square meters, 58,125 square feet, nestled in the heart of Paris, right in the neighborhood of ministries and embassies. But that's not all. They've got apartments sprinkled throughout the poshest districts of Paris, along with stunning villas in Nice, that picturesque Mediterranean city in France. And what's a billionaire's lifestyle without an impressive car collection? Ali Bongo takes it to the next level with a fleet of luxury cars that would make any auto enthusiast drool. From Rolls-Royces to BMWs, this collection is valued at a staggering £12.8 million. I mean, we're talking about more than 24 luxury cars here, which he's been known to take out for joyrides in the desert with his bodyguards in tow. But that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Ali Bongo's extravagant lifestyle. In a move that left many scratching their heads, he once imported fake snow to the presidential palace so that his family could have a snowy Christmas. But the story doesn't end there. Ali Bongo's penchant for luxury extends to his family, too. They enjoy no fewer than 28 homes scattered across the globe. Contrast with poverty. Now, here's a surprising fact: Gabon is often defined as a middle-income country, thanks in large part to its vast oil wealth. But dig a little deeper, and you'll uncover a troubling truth: at least a third of the population lives in poverty. That's right, despite the glittering riches that flow from its oil reserves, a significant portion of Gabonese citizens face the daily struggle of making ends meet. For instance, unemployment is rife, casting a long shadow of uncertainty over the lives of many Gabonese. Attempts to grow the middle class and diversify the economy have had limited success. In fact, as of 2020, oil still accounted for around 70% of the country's exports, according to the World Bank. Furthermore, amid a flagging economy, rising costs of living, and growing inequality, a tiny elite connected to Ali Bongo and his inner circle thrived. This elite flaunted their status as one of Africa's richest first families, and it didn't go unnoticed. You've probably heard the term Bongo system thrown around, right? Well, it's a term that came to describe this unbridled accumulation of wealth, where a select few reaped the rewards of Gabon's riches while others struggled. Let me paint you a picture. In a country with fewer miles of paved roads than oil pipelines, the Bongos maintained fleets of luxury cars that could rival any Hollywood A-lister's collection. And if that doesn't raise eyebrows, consider this: the Bongos didn't just stop at luxury cars. They invested heavily in international real estate, snapping up mansions in the United States and France. So, while they lived it up in these opulent residences, many back home grappled with the harsh realities of
Now, you've looked at that video. I can't tell you to write me, but send me a notice, do something to let me know that you see this and you understand this, but you can't believe it. But it's true. It is true. There are some people living such a lavish lifestyle, and they have not only, of 2 million people, if you've been running the country for all these years you've been running the country for all these years, almost 60 years the country's been in this family's hand, 53 years as the current president. And the current president has something like 50 children. As old as he is, he got grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and just think his father probably had a lot of children. And half the country might be his relatives. So he doesn't mind them suffering. He doesn't mind it at all. 2 million people. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show this little short skit, this little short video. It tells you why they were overthrown, this president that was reelected again, supposedly democratically reelected again. Or people to say, it's okay, we're starving, it's all right. So he was reelected again. He was overthrown. And in that overthrowing, the people rejoiced. But let me tell you why. Let me explain to you why. Not explain. I'm going to show you this video, and it'll tell you about the overthrow. And it wasn't necessarily the overthrow of the president. It was the overthrow of French control. The French controlled this government that was supposedly not uncolonized. They weren't colonized anymore. But I've been talking to people here, and they have explained to the students in the school, oh, you're not colonized, but we're under what we call a neo-colonialism. What does that mean? It's a new type of it. Okay, let me let you see this video, and then I'll get back with you shortly, because I don't want to hold you. You're busy. Okay.
He's one of the wealthiest individuals in Africa. Ali Bongo had a gilded start in life as a scion of his wealthy ruling family. His father, Omar Bongo, had ruled Gabon for more than 4 decades, amassing a fortune of 66 bank accounts, over 180 luxury cars, and lavish watches. And not least, more than 30 properties in France, including apartments in Paris and villas on the French Riviera. His holdings became a subject of legal action in 2008 by the French authorities in a case that's come to be known as the ill-gotten gains affair. As his family steadily built its wealthy empire, Ali Bongo worked as his father's faithful lieutenant, traveling the globe and forging contacts at the time of the second oil boom, eventually inheriting his political position and commercial interests, which he used to accumulate over $1 billion in personal wealth. The vast riches of the Bongo family is no secret, a fortune primarily derived from Gabon's oil reserves. But the family has gained a reputation of kleptocrats using their power to profit from their country's resources. Many have denounced them for not letting the country's oil wealth trickle down to the population of 2.3 million people.
Now that you've seen the second video and it explains why the people of Gabon overthrew. So when you think about the other people, if you catch me looking up in the air, it's because I got light up there. Well, anyway, so if you don't understand, it's something that you should understand and try to understand, but you have to listen to their story. You can't listen to a story that's given by a reporter that's not living over here and has not experienced it. He's eating good, his bills are paid, he got a house, he got a toilet, he got electricity, he got a washing machine, dishwasher. He can't tell my story. So, and I really can't tell the story like it should be told, but I can give you examples of people that know the story that are willing to tell it. So next time, I'm going to show you some things. So this is just part of the, I'll call it understanding. But Africa is arising. And we, the African, need to arise with them. I don't care where we are in the world. We need to arise and come to the understanding that what is ours should be ours. What is theirs should be theirs. We're not trying to take anything that does not belong to us. We're talking about reparations, but is reparations enough? I want my land back. I want my continent back. I want to be put in place. So, hey, I don't know how you feel about it, but let me know. And this is Janetta. Like I said, we're going to continue this conversation another day. But make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you let me know if you like me. And if you don't, make comments. If you do make comments, I can take it. And also, you need to share. You need to share this video because somebody needs to know the information that I'm giving. They need to understand. Our attitude about Africa and Africans is not a good attitude. Their attitude about us is not a good attitude. It's not a good attitude. It's not the attitude we need for unity. And we need unity. In the United States as a people, we need unity in Peru, we need unity in Chile, we need unity in Mexico. We need unity. We need to get together and understand who we are as a people. Okay, I'll talk to you next time. Love you so much and thank you for following me. Ooh, ooh.